Hi guys, so I'm recording this again because my clip got deleted when my camera died yesterday. So anyways, I gotta do this quick because I'm doing a video on the Perfect Line Swiss. This was sent to me by Patricia to try out. So I got it in tan and nude. So we need to put it on real fast because I did not think this through. So we're gonna put it on right now. So it comes in a tube. Now I did melt it because this one I made a mistake with it. So this was the nude. So we're gonna do the tan on this side. So you want to apply it in there. If it's looking like little rolly parts or whatnot, it's okay. So I like to put a little bit at a time, but since this is starting to cool because it is cold in here, it is cooling down pretty fast. So you want to make sure that you get in there really nicely. And a little goes a long way. If you need to put more, put more. But I like to start little and then whatever gets on like the edge, I will, there we go. I will just wipe it on. Alright. And then, alright. And then when it comes to the front, you want to leave like a little smidge of lace. So you're blending, that with your skin. This is an old wig that I've had forever that I haven't done anything with. And I'm probably eventually going to cut this front off because the frontal ain't shit. Anyways, alright, so it's starting to harden. So let me take whatever is left and make sure I can smooth that out as good as possible. Alright. And whatever is left, okay. See, I'm trying to make sure that this is really good. Now, the trick with this is, I know this video started fast. The trick with this is you want to make sure that you get it to where it's spreadable, but not too liquefied. So on one of the wigs that I did, it was, oops, wrong way. It was too liquefied like foundation. And it ended up being a mess because I ended up just making it really bad. So, oh wait, I shouldn't have zoomed out. Anyways, I wanted to harden a little bit. That's another thing too. Like you could tell, nothing's coming off. But I just want to make sure, I can feel it's a little tacky. And I want to make sure that's fine. Alright. So we're going to flip it over. And another thing too is, like, if you feel like it's too hard and it's not spreading, you can take your blow dryer. That's also another way to heat up the thing. So what I did with mine was I filled up a container with some water. And then I got it really hot. And then I put it back in the microwave. And I, where's my comb at? And I put it in there in the microwave for like 30 seconds. And then also the tan one is where I messed up when I was doing it last time. I made it really, really bad. Alright, so what you need to do is you start going side to side. And listen, if it looks terrible, you might have put too much. Like, I think I just did that. Well, not really. I don't think I put too much. I just also think this frontal is not a good frontal. Anyways, so that's another thing too. And then it's kind of cold in here. Alright, so we're just going to go back and forth. You want to make sure that you get this really good in here. Alright. And then you need a rag to clean this up. Hold on one second, I gotta get a... Okay, we're back. So I just used the hot water from the container, which I feel like actually does a really good job. So what I usually do is I go on the part, because this frontal is single knots on here. I did not make it myself. So what I usually, for this, I'm just, because I'm a wig maker. You guys know I knot hair. So if I'm doing something with single knots or something, it's a little bit different. It becomes a density and stuff like that. This one is a very light density. So what I've learned with playing with this stuff is take hot water. And this wig, like I said, this has very light density. It cleans up the part. Granted, this is not a good wig. This is me trying different vendors, and you learn who to try and who not to try. So if it gets stuck on the root, because sometimes, like for this, since it's very light density, you need to pull the hair up. Let's zoom in so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Alright. There we go. So sometimes like the hair might get stuck on you if you put too much in. I think I put too much anyway. So what I do is I like to pick up the hair, make sure it's lifted. And like I said, this is not a new wig. This is why I tried this wig. Now if your wig is balding, I do not suggest you doing that, because I tried it on something that's actually bald and it didn't look good. So yeah, don't do that. So like back here, let me show you guys. So are we gonna focus? Focus. There we go. So back here, some of the hair, it's like on the actual root, so you can lift it up and then you just clean it. Okay, so we're going to just clean this part with just, I need to get probably more water. But actually, with hot water, it actually does clean it up really good. And I'm just going on the part, they have little different instructions. I'm just doing different things because this product is very trial and error. See, this part of the frontal is bald. That I know. See, I'm trying to lift it right here to make sure, it looks like it's a hair in a part. Okay. And you want to just keep cleaning. Because once you get the hair lifted up and you start cleaning it off, it's only going to wipe the hair, the Perfect Line Swiss product off the hair. It's not going to take it from the part. If that makes sense. Like, what's on the lace will still be on the lace. What's on the hair will come off. Okay? Okay, that looks pretty good. So this is the tan. Let me get closer. There we go. So this side is tan. This is tan. And I have the side of nude over here. So this side is nude. Oops. Okay. So this side is nude. And this side is tan. And you go back and forth with your comb. If you have like little spots that have like little holes in it, you can just heat up the spot and just go back and forth, like literally back and forth, like back and forth, up and down, just to make sure you get this product in the lace. Yeah, but that's pretty much it with this. Now, what was I gonna say? I did it on a synthetic wig, and usually, so they put oil in here so it looks a little bit better. Now, the trick with that too that I've learned is make sure that it's dry. Like, you want to make sure that it's dry. So if it gets too liquefied, you got to make sure it's completely solid before you actually try to put anything on here, because then it's just not gonna do well. That's from me just making my mistakes. So I like to put if I'm gonna put oil, I put it on my fingertip and then just rub it in. The oil is also supposed to help clean off the hair. And my thing is, I like to go up and down on the part, because I just feel like it gets everything up. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's part this again. Okay. Like I said, this is an old frontal, but you see, and I just want the light so you guys can see. Oops, let me not knock over my camera. What's happening here? So that's, like I said, that side is tan, and this side is nude. Nude is very white. You have to. It's too white for even me, because my scalp. Let's show my scalp real quick. My scalp has like a red undertone. It might be light, but as you can see, it has some like red into it. So, let's show what else I've done. So I did this wig, this pink wig, and don't mind the color because I don't know why that one spot didn't take. But I did the tan on here, but this was sitting in water, for, God, at least a whole day, because I deep conditioned and then I watercolored it, and then I just put a little heat because there was little spots in here. Okay, let me zoom back because my focus is acting crazy. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so you guys can actually see and actually let this shit focus right. So, it's pretty good. It actually holds on. Now, it was coming off because it was sitting in water for a while. So, and the part does not look huge. And like I said, this product, it depends on the density of your lace. This is an old closure, but it's pretty full. Since that frontal is a little bit like more light density, the product will come through a lot more. It'll come through a lot more because it's more lace, it's less hair to keep it in place. And compared to this, you know, this is tan. And I feel like tan would do better for me because that's the next color up. And let me show you on the synthetic wig. I did not put no oil on the synthetic wig because it's synthetic and I just don't want to do that. I refuse. Okay, so this is a synthetic. Okay. It's one of those, you know, when you buy like mixed blend hair and it comes with that little middle part. Alright. This is what I was talking about with your wig is balding. This is an old closure that is balding, and when it's like that, you see it just, there's not really much hair in the part and it just does not look good. So if you have a balding closure, it's really not going to work. If you have a hole in your lace, that's different. Like, it's fine. Alright, so, and this is a blonde that I fucked up the first time. It got so messy. It took me forever to clean this. I also had to put silicone tape under here because I put oil thinking that would help, but it didn't cure all the way yet. So, it just looks a mess. But now it looks better. It's cleaned up. It was not washed or anything. But, yeah. And this same thing. This is very light density. I feel like this product... I feel like this product is really good if your wig is pretty full. When you have a light density, the product comes out more because you have less hair to keep the product where it needs to be. So be mindful of that, of what you're using. It's going to be good with synthetic. It's going to be good with human hair. Just make sure that it has a decent density. Like I said, this is bald, and then this is very light. So those are big factors on that. Okay, guys, sorry about that because I know the clip is going to jump because my grandmother called and I lost my train of thought, so I just cut all that clip out. Anyways, last but not least, like I said, it's a good product. It is trial and error. Make sure that before you bitch and moan that this product sucks, you need to try it first. You need to get you an old wig that still has hair on it or a synthetic wig and try it on there first. Try it on something old before you try it on something new. Alright? And everything here is old. I mean, this is old. I mean, I just finished that blonde wig. And then this is actually, even though I made this, 2 years ago? Yeah, I did make this 2 years ago. It's never been worn or nothing like that. But, you know, you want to try it on something first before you go, oh, this product sucks, it don't spread. If it doesn't spread, you need to heat it up more. And if it looks like foundation, let it cool for a few seconds and you start twisting it. You'll see, once you're able to twist it and it starts rising up, that's when you know it's time to spread. And like I said, trial and error. It's better for you to fuck up on something old than you to fuck up on something new. But it's an easy clean and fix. If you let it soak in water, it will come right off. You can wash it right off. You can also just put some hot water and it's just going to come right off as well. So it's an easy fix. So if you want to try the product, definitely you can get the 2 tubes. I'll put the price right here. Because also don't remember how much it cost. But you can start with this, and if you want to do more, you can do more. They have the bigger ones, and they have, I don't know if they still have the strips. They used to have the strips. But they do have, like, it looks like a little small deodorant. A bigger stick that you can do the whole entire frontal. And even then, I don't see the point, unless you're doing a bunch of parts, then by all means. And if you're going to do, what's another thing I wanted to say that I knew I was forgetting something. Oh, if you're going to do like a braided style or something, I suggest that you do not braid it first, because you need to spread it. So you're going to have to do it first, then braid it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's really nothing else to say. I think it's a really good product. I just know it's trial and error. That's all that is. And it's not a hard trial and error either. So, but that's all, folks. Thank you again to everyone at Perfect Line Swiss for this. And thank you, Patricia. Anyways, bye now.